We have a busy night at the Engelbart's household again today. Project number 1. It's gonna be an epic sand pit. I'm putting it together. We got it on Amazon. It looks like it's pretty legit. It's like $100. It's cedar wood. It smells really good. So hopefully it'll last. Rachel's on the phone with Lowe's right now trying to get some sand. Hopefully we'll be able to get it quickly so that the kids can play during our wine tasting party tonight. Should be a good time for everybody. So, all right, I just ordered all the sand. We got about 700 pounds, actually 720 pounds I think, coming. And I'm not exactly sure. I think I'm gonna put it like right here because it'll have the most shade. Obviously we can just move the umbrella whenever we want. But it's pretty darn big. So it says it'll take about 10 minutes to put together. I've spent about 2 minutes on it, so I got about 8 minutes left. What are you doing, buddy? Building the sandbox?
Yeah.
You're a good little helper, bud.
Yeah.
He legit did like 4 pieces all by himself. It was awesome.
I'm gonna put that one right there.
What do you think, honey? Are you gonna play in the sandbox too?
So I'm pretty sure when I ordered that, it said it came with like a liner for the bottom, or at least like people in the question and answer part of it said something about a liner and a cover, but I don't think there is a liner in there. You can't have this bag, silly girl. I'm sorry. So I'm in here making meatballs. For some reason, I just on a whim am making meatballs from scratch. I'm just kidding, kind of. I had planned on doing some meatballs in the crock pot. I thought I had a bag of pre-made meatballs somewhere in here, and I looked this morning and I did not, because I was just gonna throw them in the crock pot with barbecue sauce. But I had a lot of ground beef. Eloise, are you gonna go get that ball? Are you gonna get the ball? Ball. I had a lot of ground beef in the freezer, so I just thawed some out and I'm making meatballs, and it's a really easy recipe. And I had everything on hand, minus 1 egg. Luckily we live near family, right Eloise? So I had to run down to my parents' house and grab an egg. So I'm getting that going. Are you guys weirded out by mixing things with your hands, especially when it's meat? I definitely am. I have to just kind of get over it and do it, and then really challenge myself to not wash my hands a million times. I hear you, girl, like during the process. But it'll be fine. So, I wanted to talk to you guys about, hold on a second. Okay, so just while I make these little meatballs, I have something on my mind that I just wanted to talk to you guys about, because it's something that, hey, are you letting baby Eloise out? As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. Okay, so obviously if you've been watching our channel, go ahead. Watching our channel for any length of time, you know how passionate I am about the topic of sleep. And I saw a post from Megan King on Instagram. Megan King is one of the ex-Real Housewives of Orange County. I will admit that I went through a phase in my life where I really liked watching Real Housewives of Orange County. That was really like the only Real Housewives I got into, was the Orange County ones. And it was just my guilty pleasure. I've tried watching a few episodes recently and I just can't get into it anymore. It's like, they just fight too much and it stresses me out. Nothing's changed. I mean, that's the way they've always been, but for some reason I've just grown up, I guess. So anyway, Megan King is one of the former Real Housewives of Orange County. I follow her on Instagram. I don't agree with everything that she says, but one thing I did agree with was that, so her 3-year-old had been sleeping in her bed for some time, it sounded like. And with quarantine and all of them being together all the time, she realized that she really needed that space at night. Like, she needed the separation from the day, being a mom, and needed some time to herself, and was wanting her bed back, so to speak, which is fine. Like, that is okay. So I was just kind of reading through the comments and reading through like other people's perspectives perspective on that, and she had so many unsolicited advice. Like, she made this post like, this is what I'm comfortable with, this is what I'm doing. She wasn't asking for advice on it, but so many people, and I know they're well-meaning, so many people are like, oh, they're only little for so long, let them sleep in your bed, you'll never regret snuggling with them, but you will regret kicking them out of your bed. Just a lot of comments to that effect. And I just wanted to offer a little bit of perspective for it. You know, I know everybody's well-meaning. I know they really do come from a place of knowing that their kids grow up, and you will miss that stage for sure. Absolutely. I think we can all agree that that will happen, and it is going to be sad at some point when you think back and wish that you could be snuggling your baby. However, there are different people in this world, and different people prefer different things, including whether or not they want to co-sleep. And co-sleeping is something that before the age of 1 undoubtedly carries some risks, and unless you're set up in a very specific way, co-sleeping is dangerous, to the point that the American Academy of Pediatrics says don't do it. They want the baby to sleep alone with nothing, no stuffed animals, no blankets, on a flat surface, nothing else in the bed. So essentially, if you're co-sleeping, technically you need to recreate that. So you need to lay on an empty mattress, no bedding, on the floor, you know, best case scenario on the floor so the baby can't roll off, or like roll in between a mattress and a headboard. That's the only way that you can safely sleep with your baby. I'm going on a bit of a tangent here. Point being, not everybody is okay with co-sleeping, and that's okay. And me, personally, I've tried co-sleeping. I've co-slept with Eloise a few times. I tried co-sleeping with Lyndle the other morning, and I get horrible sleep. I do not sleep well with another baby in the bed. I'm worried about waking them up. I'm just like stressed the whole time. And it's not a good scenario for good, healthy sleep for me. Additionally, I do feel that, and this is purely speculation, I don't know this for sure because I have not done like an extended co-sleeping with a nursing baby, but I've heard that they nurse a lot. Like, they wake up a lot and want to nurse. If they're right there next to their milk source, they're kind of off and on the boob all night long. Let me know if I'm wrong. Maybe you have experience with a breastfed baby that will sleep through the night next to you. I don't know. But the one night that I co-slept with Eloise, I don't know how many times she nursed. I lost track, and I slept horrible. With all of that said, and I'm only like going on and rambling on my perspective because I know I'm not alone in this, and I just want everybody to be careful what they're telling moms and guilt tripping moms into doing when they don't know the whole story. So for me, and this is something my OB pointed out, I didn't even realize it, but my mental health suffers dramatically when I have a poor night's sleep or multiple poor night's sleeps strung together. It's just a steady decline, and I get more anxious, I get more depressed. It is bad news bears when I get really terrible sleep multiple nights in a row. You know, being a mom does not necessarily come with a guarantee of sleeping through the night by any certain age, and that's for sure. There's always something: illness, teething, bad dreams, you know, toddlers being toddlers, babies crying out for their mommy in the middle of the night. That's just gonna happen, and that's part of what you sign up for when you have a baby. But if you set the conditions to be ideal for your kid to be an independent sleeper, which is really important for me, then you have the best shot at getting a good night's rest, and you won't be waking up for all of these like miscellaneous wakings, like putting a passy back in their mouth or nursing them a bajillion times, things like that. With all of that said, I'm not saying don't snuggle your baby. I'm not saying just leave them to fend for themselves all night long no matter what. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just purely giving another perspective and saying that as a mom, you are important too. Your sleep matters. If you and your husband, like your husband goes to work and you are a stay-at-home mom, and so you let him sleep through the night because he has to go to his job, I would argue that your job is as or more important than his, and you equally need to have a good night's sleep to be a adequate mom. So just wanted to say that I felt so bad for Megan King because she posted that she was just sharing her thing and what she was doing and what she felt she needed to do for her own sanity. Even if it's not related to sleep, you just need some me time in the evenings, and you need to be able to put your baby to bed or your kid to bed to do that. That's a perfectly good reason to do it also. And then all of these moms came back and said they won't be sleeping in your bed when they're 19, and just on. And I know it made her feel guilty, and anything like that, even no matter how much you say that it's not affecting you, I bet it's creeping up in her mind, and every time she's putting Aspen back in her bed, she's wondering, like, should I just keep her in my bed a little longer? I don't know. Just be careful with advice you give to moms that are not asking for advice, especially with a sensitive topic like that. There are as many opinions on that as there are people, and not everybody's gonna agree. I don't know. I just wanted to say that. Sorry for the 9-minute ramble. This is awesome. So can we swivel that umbrella to where it's over this?
Of course.
Perfect. So we can put it over the pool, or we can put it over the sandbox. Hey, leave it there, guys.
The sheet needs to be against
It needs
the
to be
ground.
nice and flat.
Whoa.
And then we're gonna put the sand on it. Why don't you get out for a second until Daddy gets the sand in, and then you can get in, okay?
Would be done, but I had 2 helpers that weren't exactly helpers.
Oh, I know how that goes. That is a big one. They're all the same. They're all 60 pounds. That's 2 of you. And that's 1/2 of me. I'm 4 bears.
You didn't talk about your nurse.
I did not. And that's 3 U's. And that's 2.5 U's.
How many me's is it?
1, not 1/4,
Wow.
right?
What is it?
You
60?
120. Yeah, you're not.
205 right now.
You're not 240. So between 1/3 and 1/4. Cool. This is so exciting, you guys. I can't wait for you to play in it. Should we have got more?
Laurie thought this wasn't gonna be, or this was gonna be too much sand.
Oh no. No, no. Whoa, no. Maybe it'll spread out a little. Oh, there's more right there. Riveting footage. Thank you, Lyndle. That was really helpful. I can't believe that's what it came with for the liner. It looks like a crib sheet. All right, here we go.
Need more sand. The twin deer are here to say hello. What, honey? That's right. They're here at the party. You guys got your own sand party.
The potty. The trick on my potty.
Oh.
On my birthday.
Oh.